All right, we are good to go. Here we go. Drivers ready. Turn marshals, heads up. This is our Vta A main event. We're going to go on the tone. Nick Pantana, the Candyman, out in front. Spins out going into the turn 2 there. That's going to drop him back into the 3rd spot. Charlie Maztek jumping out of that early lead. He is bringing Robert White with him. Oh, Charlie does what Charlie does. Rolls over, coming onto the start-finish line. Drops him back to the 3rd spot. Robert White out in front. Nick Pantana goes for a field goal. Gives a little punt job through there. Drops it back to the 3rd spot. Nick does a 50-50 grind coming off the back straightaway. Drops him back even farther. Maztek back out in front. Robert White in 2nd. Carlton Shirkley is 3rd. Nick Pantana in 4th. Paul Tiller in 5th. Your leader, that white and orange monster car of Charlie Maztek out in front. 21.5 last time by. Robert White with a 21.2 closing in. Nick Pantana trying to reel him in as well. 20.9 last time by for Nick. Carlton in the 4th spot. So you got a 3-way freight train coming through the front of the driver's stand now. Maztek out in front, White in 2nd, Pantana in 3rd. Got Kuda out in front, Mustang in 2nd, Mustang in 3rd. 130 down, 330 still left to go. Maztek goes by with a 20.7, Robert White 20.8. Here comes Nick Pantana, 20.6 last time by. Your top 3 coming off the back straightaway. Pantana looking for a place to get by Robert White. Looks on the inside, can't quite make a clean pass. Backs up just a bit. With 3 minutes left to go. Top 3 are nose to tail. Paul, you got your leaders coming up on you in a minute. 3-way battle coming in front of the driver's stand this time by. Thank you, Paul. Here comes Nick Pantana looking for a place to get by. Goes on the inside of Robert White. Robert gets up on the curbing. Car gets upset a little bit. Opens that door for Nick Pantana up into the 2nd spot with 230 down, 230 still left to go. Pantana on the move, trying to close in on Charlie. Here's your top 3 coming into the center straightaway now. Maztek in that white and orange car, checks up a little bit. Here comes Nick Pantana right behind him. Charlie with a 21.2. Nick with a 20.5. Robert White with a 20.8. Your top 3 still nose to tail. Charlie makes a little mistake. Here comes Nick by on the inside. Pantana, the Candyman, out in front now. We've got 2 minutes left to go. Charlie Maztek drops back into 2nd. Here comes Robert White in 3rd. You still got your top 3 on the back straightaway running nose to tail. Then you got a little bit of gap back to Carlton Shirkley in the 4th spot. And Paul Tiller rounding out your top 5. We've got 330 down, 130 still left on the master clock. Race number 6, 17.5 B main coming up next. 17.5 B main coming up next. Nick Pantana starting to pull away from Maztek now just a bit. It's got about a 1 second advantage now on Charlie Maztek in that 2nd spot. Robert White about a half second behind him in 3rd.
One minute left.
Less than 1 minute left to go. Pantana pulling away. He's got a 1.5 advantage now on Charlie. Robert White still about a half second behind him down the back straightaway. That's 2nd and 3rd nose to tail. Thank you, Paul. Here comes 2nd and 3rd crossing the stripe. Charlie goes a little on the high. Robert White goes on the inside. Then he rolls over. That gives Charlie all the breathing room he needs with 20 seconds left to go. be the white flag for your top three as we got 5 seconds left to go. That is time. Drivers finish the lap you're on. Nick Pantana on a victory lap coming through this final section around the one-up bend. And across the line, Nick Pantana taking the win in Vta A1. Charlie Mozdek comes home in second.